morning and welcome to Irish Yoga. We're opening up the heart chakra today, which is green in color. So feel the power, lift the body, a nice Irish Yoga heart chakra breath. Everyone, let's get those feet moving, Frank. Hands on hips. Now we're going to bring the left heel up and the right heel up in the front. Ready? Left heel, right heel. Left heel, right heel. And kind of hop to it. Hands on hips. Alana, hop. This puts strength in those quadriceps. And we have a nice Irish dance going on as well. Now we're going to try it backwards. Ready? Back, 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 back. So we're going to get used to doing this to the back. And the hips going from side to side. So we're opening up those hips as those knees are going back. Now we're going to bring the feet into it. Ready? We're going to do the foot, foot, touch the foot, touch the foot. And this creates a balance. So look down at the ground, balance the body. We're finding that focal point to balance on, and we're trying to do the touching of the feet behind us. And what it does is it helps us bend our body so it opens up the ribs. Now the hands are going to come back on the hips, and we're going to kick forward. And what this does is it strengthens the top while stretching the IT band, and this is a good one. And everything that we're doing here opens up the heart chakra. Lift of those legs high. Feel that hip joint open up. Yes. Okay, now find that focal point to stare at. Ready? This is hard. This really gets the heart rate going. That's right, Ed. We're only going to be doing this for 30 more seconds. And you can go like that, or you can go lift the leg. Stare at the focal point for balance. There you go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. March in place. Woo! That gets the heart rate going, doesn't it? This is good. Nice. Slow the heart rate down a little bit. Feel the heart pumping. Bring the hands to heart. It's all about heart chakra open. Heart chakras are energy wheels in the body. We're opening up that energy of green, which is the color of the Irish festival. And close, and everybody drinks Irish beer, Irish whiskey. Left leg's gonna come out wide. Right leg's gonna come out wide. Coming up, opening up into the Irish star. Breathing in, bringing the shoulder blades together. Breathing out, we're gonna take left hand, bend forward, right ankle. Ready? Inhale, exhale. Breathing up in just a nice slow motion, breathe down. Now while we're doing this, when we come up, squeeze the shoulder blades. When we come down, exhale. Up, inhale, squeeze shoulder blades, down, exhale. Up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. Breathe in, exhale down. Breathe in, exhale down. One more on each side. In, exhale down. In, exhale down. Slowly come up, squeeze the shoulder blades together. Hold it, hold it, hold it. Inhale, exhale, drop the arms down. Keep the legs wide and just wash the machine arms. Wavy wrist, piano fingers. Woo! One right hand on right hip, left hand open wide, bend the left knee, open it up all the way, twist. Left hand, left hip, right arm, all the way, bend the right knee. Feel that twist, inhale back to center, exhale. Nice big grin, this feels wonderful in the body. Inhale, hand on hip, exhale, open it up wide. Inhale, hand on hip, exhale, open wide. Hand on hip, open wide. Inhale, left. Inhale, right. Inhale, one more time on the left. Hold it here, all the way back. Twist, twist, twist. Exhale, hand on left hip. Inhale, exhale. Woo! Twist, twist, twist. Breathe out. Inhale, back to center. Woo! Shake out the legs, that feels good. Shake out the shoulders. Shake out the neck. Round the neck, round the shoulders. And we can go slower because sometimes we get like, oh, what? My head's going wobbly. So slow it down. And then opposite direction with the neck, opposite direction with the elbows and shoulders. And that's okay if we mess it up because it still feels good either way. Hands stay on hips, come back to center. Woo! A little wobbly, right? Breathe in, breathe out. Inhale, chin up. Exhale, chin down. Inhale, up. Exhale, down. Breathe in, up. Exhale, down. Inhale, we're going to the left. Exhale, right. Inhale, left. Exhale, right. Left. Right. Bend right knee out towards right pinky toe. We can have our hand or our elbow, you decide. We're going to rotate the left arm like we're winding it up. Really stretch those fingers back, arm back, really stretch it forward, reach forward. Back. Reach. Back, reach. So we're going back, open, forward, reach. Back, open, ooh, yeah. Forward, reach. One more time. Back, open, forward, reach. Opposite direction. Forward. Nice and slow. Yoga, 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 yoga. One more time. Straighten up the leg. Bend left knee, forearm or hand. Reach forward and back. Forward and back. Forward and back. Opposite direction. Exhale. And then we slowly come up, 5-pointed star. Reach, reach, reach. Exhale, forward. Drop. Let it release. We're feeling that back of the leg release as well. Now here's the tricky part. Roll over onto the balls of the feet. And as you roll over onto the balls of the feet, you're going to feel that, ooh, I'm almost falling, but grab yourself forward. Feel that extra extension. Let that heel drop to the earth. Good. Push back. Roll over onto the ball of the feet. Push back. Roll over onto the ball of the feet. Push back. One more time. Roll over into the ball of the feet. Hold it here. Exhale, push back. You're on your heels. Breathe in. We're going to cross our arms and bend our knees and slowly come up, adjusting our feet, okay? Cross the arms, bend the knees, slowly come up. Inhale, open up wide legs. 5-pointed star, press the hips forward. Ooh, yeah. Exhale, bring the legs together. Hands on heart, hands on solar plex. Ooh, I like that hot, Rich. There we go. Breathe in, open up arms, invite the power into the heart chakra. Exhale. We're going to bow at the waist only. Hands on heart, hands on solar plex, bow. Breathe in, open up. Reach up. Press the hips and heart forward. Exhale, bow. 2 more times. Inhale up. Breathe it up. Invite the day. Invite that heart strength into your body. Exhale. Inhale up. Open up. Hold it up here. Hold the chin up. Hold the heart forward. Breathe in again. Exhale. One hand on the heart, one hand on the solar plex. Give ourselves a reprieve in the shoulders. Woo! Breathe out. Shoulder rolls backwards. Rolling the shoulder backward, getting rid of any crankiness. Saying thank you, body, for what you're doing for me right now. I appreciate it because this feels pretty good. Hands on hips. Toes are pointing outwards. Breathe in. Hips forward, elbows back. Exhale, stand up. Breathe in, elbows back, hips forward, heart up. Chin up. Exhale. So we're like Peter Pan. Inhale up. Exhale, forward. Now when you're doing a back bend, squeeze those glutes in, squeeze those thighs nice and tight. We're going to do this and hold the pose. Inhale, elbows back, chest up, squeeze the glutes in, chin up. Breathe in again. Exhale, relax. Keep the arms where they're at, only we're positioning the feet forward now. The toes are forward. Breathe in, drop right ear to right shoulder, and bend towards the right. Press that left hip, really open it up, really press it towards the left. You guys are crazy with your commercials. I didn't realize there were that many. Ooh, that feels good. Breathe in, breathe out. Slowly come up on the inhale. Nice big ring because that felt great. Exhale. Left ear, left shoulder. Oh, yes. Hello. Whew. Breathe in. You're almost reaching and stretching and opening up that hip. Dropping on the exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Whew. Hello. Breathe in, come up nice and slow. Breathe out, we're gonna bow forward. Preparing for our down dog. And we're coming to a one-legged down dog. So walk the hands forward, dig the fingers into the yoga blanket. We're gonna build some strength here. We're only gonna do it for a minute. So bear with me on the strength building the shaky arms. Inhale, lift up, left leg all the way to the sky. Exhale, bring it down. Opposite, inhale, lift up right. Exhale, bring it down. And drop your head. Just listen to the voice, drop your head and relax it. Up left. Down left. Up right. Down right. Good job, keep going. Up left. Down left. Up right. Down right. 2 more on each side. We can do it. Up left. Down left. Up right. Down right. Up left. Down left. Up right. Down right. Exhale, knees. Oh, yes. The knees are good, and the reason the knees are good is because we're stretching out those tightness in our knees, and we need to do this. So we can tuck the toes under, right? Right, we're doing right here. Or we can have the toes flat. Either way, we're going to stretch and sit down and then stand up. We're going to get used to that feeling of stretchy sensation, and this is how you begin coming into a yoga pose that you're going, oh my God, she can do that. Yeah, after how many years of doing yoga? It's good for the legs. Always know that as long as it's not a sharpness, that stretchy sensation opens up the power in the body. Up, down. Inhale, hands to hips. Toes are tucked under. We're going to slowly come down, nice and slow, okay? And we're going to slowly come back. Inhale, forward, up. Exhale, down, back. Inhale, up, forward. Exhale, down, back. Up, forward, down, back. 1, 2, 3. Whoo, that was tough on the toes. Come forward all the way on tabletop. Now the toes are still tucked under. We're slowly going to walk the hands towards the knees, right? And we're going to lift up the knees off the surface and then bring them back down. So we're really feeling that toe stretch, is what we want. Inhale up. Exhale down. If you're going, Athena, this is way too much for me, then flat toes, okay? Inhale up. Exhale down. 2 more. Up. Down. Now we're going to bring them up and hoover the knees above for just 3 seconds. We can do it. Inhale. 1, 2, 3. Bring it down. Good. Woo, that was good. Now, flat feet. Good. This is just for a moment. Slowly sit on the flat feet. 1, 2, 3. We got to stretch out those feet. Good. Good job, Ed. Nice. Come up off of the feet. Tabletop. Breathe in. Breathe out. Come back. 1, 2, 3. Come forward. Exhale. Sit. 1, 2, 3. Come forward. Now this next one, some of us can do it, some of us can't. Some of us have a certain point that we can go, and that's what you want to do. Flat feet, as much behind you as possible. Exhale. Come back. Come back. Come back. Really stretch out so your butt is in between your hips. So open your legs up. Your butt is in between your hips, and you're going to really feel it. Open your feet up in the back, Ed. Watch. Open them up. Okay, there you go. Now you're really going to feel it, and you're going to go, Athena, this is enough for me. If this is enough for you, that's enough for you, buddy, okay? You're good, okay? You're really feeling that stretch. You're really feeling that opening. How? Ooh, deep opening. Nice, Trudy, good, good. Come down, breathe in, breathe out. One more, we can do it. Breathe in slowly. Breathe out, drop back, drop back, drop back. And you're going, holy cow, Athena, right? Yeah, slowly come up. When you come up, just shake out those feet. Rotate them. So you're on your knees, right? Let's rotate the feet behind you. Opposite direction. Stretch them out. Extend them all the way to the toes. Flex them towards the knees. Extend, flex. Extend, flex. Extend, flex. Good. Slowly. We're going to do another painful exercise, but it's really good for the body. So a lot of us are walkers, runners. A lot of us get tight calves, okay? Can you see my calves behind? Cross, left shin on top of right calf, but you're going to cross it up towards the knee, because we're going to do this in 2 places, up and down. When that left shin is over the top part, you're having an inch between the shin and the back of the knee. You're slowly going to bend forward and come down. And you're going to come down as far as you can take it, because that calf is going to feel really tight. Exhale, exhale. You're doing it right. Just come down. Feel that, Trudy? Okay. Good. Breathe in. This is where we bring the breath in, and we learn to relax the body, because the body's really tight right now. You're going, Athena, this is holy cow, right? Exhale. Put your sit bones towards the heels a little bit more. Inhale, you can come up a little bit. Exhale, put your sit bones to your heels a little bit more. Inhale up. Exhale. Sit bones towards the heels a little bit more, and then sit. Hold, hold, hold. Slowly inhale, come up. Place the shin on the lower part of your calf, so down towards the ankle. Slowly, sit bones towards the heel. So essentially, we're going to go over this again. Your left shin is on your lower part of your calf. It's about an inch from the heel. And you're going, Athena, holy cow, where did you find this exercise? Yeah, right? And when you're sitting down, relax into it. Paul, missed you. Yes, I know. Breathe in, breathe out. And you notice you're slowly dropping, you're slowly easing into it. You can always come up a little bit on the inhale, but slowly come back. Feel that exhale breath, stretch out. Paul, can you see what we're doing here, babe? Left shin on top of right calf. Cross it over. Yeah, baby, there you go. Come down and feel that stretch on the calf. 2 more breaths here. Breathe in deep. Breathe out. And you notice your body drops on that lower calf and you're going, oh my God, Athena. 1 more breath. We can do it. Inhale. Exhale. Good. Inhale. Slowly come up. Woo, woo, woo. Shake out the legs. Shake them out. Shake out the booty. Shake it out. There we go. There you go. Now, the right shin is going to come on the upper part of the calf towards the knee as much as possible. You can, and sometimes you need to square that right knee a little bit more to get that shin on top of that right fatty part of the calf. And then you're slowly going to sit down and you're going to go, holy cow! Yep, that's what we want. We want that holy cow, because that's our calves getting tight. And what that does is when our calves get tight, it affects the bottom of our feet. And in reflexology, everything on the bottom of your feet is your organs, your heart, your sciatic nerve. Everything is down there. And when we release the stress on our feet, we release the stress in our body as well. Breathe in, breathe out, sit. If you have to come up a little bit, do that. We have 4 more breaths. Breathing in and breathing out and stretching and opening. Inhale. Exhale. Trust the body to drop. Trust the body to let go. Always know you can come up a little bit into some, so you feel a less intensity, but some intensity. 1 more breath. Inhale. Exhale. Relax as much as possible. And then slowly come up on the next inhale. Ooh, that was good. Good job, everyone. All the way down that shin towards the lower part of your left calf. Right shin on left calf, and then slowly lower your bottom to your heels and walk your arms forward as much as possible. Elbows or hands, doesn't matter. As long as you're getting a deep intensity. I know you're telling me, Athena, this is deeply intense. Yes. You can always bring that butt in the air a little bit more if it's too intense. Relax. And how you relax into a pose, was really mind-boggling me. This is basically yin yoga when you're staying in a pose like this and in this intensity. Is you see, first, you breathe that bridge in a breath. And when you breathe out, you can breathe it out slowly. 1, 2, 3. You feel yourself dropping a little bit more, a little bit more. And you don't have to go to that level 10 intensity. A level 3, 4, 5 is enough. And you're learning, what you're doing is your body is learning to trust your breath to open up that tightness, that pain in your body. Exhale. Trust. Inhale. Fill it up with healing energy. Exhale. Relax into it. Let go. Breathe out. And then slowly come up on the next inhale. Ooh, that was good. Nice job. Open knee child's pose. This time we're bringing the feet together. Sit bones back. Arms forward. Crossing the forearms is perfectly fine. Forehead to the blanket is perfectly fine. If this is too intense, you can always come up on the arms and then just drop your chin into your chest if that's enough intensity. You can also change the back of your feet if it's too much intensity, because when you tuck your toes under, you get a really nice arch stretch as well. So whichever variation is where your pose is at, your body's at. And just love that. Love that you can open up in this space in your yoga. Breathe in deep. And as you breathe in deep, you're feeling that lower back, gluteus maximus, sacrum area fill up with breath. And as you breathe out, you're feeling yourself drop, let go. You're feeling that tension release. And you're easing yourself into the stretch rather than, oh my goodness, oh my gosh, holding your... So sometimes we hold our breath and we don't realize it. Drop. Open up. Let go. Breathe into it. See that glowing light in your body, in that tight area. Breathe out, release it. Drop and let go. And when you're ready, we're slowly going to inhale and come up. Breathing in as we come up. Rolling over onto the right side, so we're in windshield wiper pose. Opening up the knees up. There you go. Open up the knees wide. There you go. Walk your body so your hands are over on the outside, on top side of your right leg. And then you're slowly going to walk your arms forward. If you get to the elbows, fine. If you don't get to the elbows, that's okay too. Use your hands to hold you up. You're going to feel that deep hip stretch on the opposite side, and if it's too much, you're going to go, Athena, this is way too much for me. Then walk your hands a little bit forward towards the right knee. That's it, Ed. Good. Drop your chin, drop your chest. Relax your elbows, Ed. There you go. You can always bring those hands in a little bit more if you need to. Breathe in through it. And slowly learn to inhale on that slow intake. So I'd like you to inhale with me. 1, 2, 3. Hold the breath. Exhale. 3, 2, 1. Drop the breath. Now when you're dropping, obviously your breath opens you up a little bit more and you're feeling more intensity. Walk those elbows towards that right knee to lessen the intensity if it's too much for you. We have 2 more breaths here. Slow inhale. Slow exhale. Breathe in slowly. 1, 2, 3, and hold the heart breath here. And then exhale. 3, 2, 1. Release it. Let it go. Drop. Nice job, everyone. Slowly walk those hands in and breathe in at the same time as we slowly come up and we invite the day in a wonderful way. Windshield wiper knees the other way. Walking the hands on the outside of the left leg. feeling that twist in the body. And again, we don't have to go all the way to the left. We can go just to the left knee, or maybe inside a little bit, depending on your body. The deeper you come back, the deeper the twist when you come down. Elbows, the hands can be up here if you need the hands to be up here, and just drop the chin if this is enough intensity for you. Breathe out as you come down. Feel that lovely hip opening. Inhale. Exhale. Breathe in. Breathe out. By slowing the heart rate down, that relationship of breath and body is working. And by doing a quantum breath, which is what we're doing right now, we're inhaling 1, 2, 3. Hold the breath here. Exhale, 3, 2, 1. Drop. Let go. Release. Allow that shakiness to dissipate little bit by little bit with the breath. Two more breaths. Nice and slow. And nice and slow out. We're slowly going to walk the hands towards the legs and lift our body up to seated and the legs forward. So the legs are going to come forward. Yay, we're sitting down. Find that nice sweet spot on the sand. The knees are up. And the left leg is going to come straight and hoover above, and the left toes are going to come towards the heel. We're going to lift it up, out, down, in. Up, out, down, in. Up, out, down, in. One more time, slower this time. Ready? Up, out, down, in. Hold it there. 1, 2, 3, drop. Good. This strengthens the legs. It also strengthens those hip joints. Bring the left knee in, right leg out, up, out, down, in, up, out, down, in, up, out, down, in. One more time, slower. Up, out, down, in. Hold it here. 3, 2, 1. Bring it in. Oh, nice. Good. Elbows. So we're on our elbows. Hands are flat on the surface and the fingers are spread wide. The reason for that is that wonderful hand chakra energy is Mother Earth is feeding her. It's very delicious. Knees are going to come up into the chest. And as they come up into the chest, we're going to slowly straighten them out about 5 inches from the surface. Inhale, bring them in. Straighten them out. Bring them in. Inhale. Exhale. And again, you're going to your height. So again, Paul's doing one leg. That's good. That's where his body's at. Or you can come up further if that's where your body's at. What we're doing is strengthening that core so we strengthen our back. Out. In. Good. Out. In. Out. In. 3 more. Out. In. Out. In. Out. Hold it out here. 3, 2, 1, drop. Woo! Hello, that felt good. Yes. Now, all the way on the back. Wrap the hands around the knees and then walk from side to side with the knees. Rotate the knees out. And now we're feeling that nice stretch in the sacrum, that opening. Woo, that's nice. Yeah. And then hold the knees into the chest. Exhale, feet to the surface. Open up the knees. Press the knees down if you need to. So our groin is open up, but it's not too much of an opening to where it's uncomfortable, but our flat back is flatter on the surface. Both hands are going to come behind the back of the neck. Just for about 30 seconds. Back of the neck. Close the eyes. Relax the elbows. Let the shoulders drop and the spine drop to the surface. We're going to inhale, hold the breath. Exhale. Breathe out all the air, belly button to spine. Push the sacrum, the lower lumbar, into the earth. Ready? Go. Push into the earth. Now relax. Good. Breathe in. Hold the breath. Exhale. All the way, we're going to push with our mind's focus on the in between the shoulder blades, right in between there in the thoracic spine. Push and breathe out all the air, the back shoulder blades into the earth. Ready? Go. Relax. Take the arms, place them over the heart. So the hands are over the heart now instead of in the back of the neck. Breathe in. And as you inhale, once again, inhale to the top with the belly full and the chest lifted. Hold the breath. Exhale, slowly, slowly, slowly. This time we're going to breathe out all the air and press the back of the neck into the earth. Ready? Go. Hold. Relax. So when we have trouble sleeping, when we have trouble meditating, use this meditation technique to relax your body a little bit more. Sometimes we need to focus on something to get rid of the mind chatter. So we're going to focus the breath right now on the toe area. And we're going to feel all the toes relax. And now that sensation is going to come up to the top part of the feet. And it's almost as if someone is massaging you on the top part of feet. And that sensation is relaxing the top part of your feet as it massages down towards your toe area. And as you breathe in, breathe out. Feel that sensation of massage on the bottom of your feet in the arch area, the heel area, and up by the toes. That wonderful, nice massaging sensation. There's a relaxation behind it. And your feet and your ankles seem to drop a little bit more to the earth. Breathe in. Breathe out. Feel those wonderful massaging hands around your ankles. And that concentration helps that skin and then the muscle and the ligaments underneath that joint area relax, as well as the Achilles heel area. Breathe in and relax the mind's eyes. Focus on the shin area and the calf area. So someone is massaging your calves all the way down to your feet and up again. And that motion is so relaxing that you find that your legs are dropping a little bit more. Breathe in and breathe out. Feel that sensation around your knees now. That soft sensation on the outer skin, and then it goes deeper as those healing hands are around your knees, massaging and relaxing. Breathe in and bring that massaging sensation to the top part of your calf. Top part of your thigh. Breathe in underneath your thigh, the hamstring area, towards the groin. So there's this nice healing hands flowing around your legs, massaging and relaxing the legs, and you find that your legs drop a little bit more. Breathe in. That massaging sensation is around your gluteus maximus, your lower lumbar area. It's doing a swirling motion with the hands. So your lower lumbar drops a little bit more to the earth. Ooh, that feels good. And the belly area is real sensitive on some of us. We don't think much about the belly, how important that is. So just feel that massaging sensation in a circular motion around your belly. And as you exhale, just relax the spine a little bit more. Relax the belly. Breathe in. That sensation is flowing up your hands and up your arms, around your elbows to your shoulders, and down again as you breathe out. Inhale. Warm sensation flows up. Exhale, relaxing sensation drops you down, releases you. Opens up that door of tightness and allows that aha feeling. Inhale. It's like someone has their hands over your heart and they're holding your heart to you. And they're feeling that beautiful heart power. Exhale, relax. Inhale, back of the neck, front of the neck area. Massaging sensation. We love that occipital ridge massage, that back of the head massage. Inhale, top of the head. The frontal lobe area is right where your forehead is. The temple area is right where the side of the eyes are. Just feel that massaging sensation. That is a stress point that when you actually massage it with your own hands, it releases the stress and tension in your body. Inhale, exhale that ah. And as you listen to the ocean, allow it to soothe your soul. Allow it to soothe your body. Allow it to soothe your mind. Breathe in and slowly roll over onto the right side. And make your way up to a comfortable seated position. Place both hands over the heart and hold your heart to you. This is a lot of beautiful heart chakra opening today in our Irish get-up. Close your eyes, drop your shoulders and your elbows for just a moment to inhale the sensation of breath and exhale the sensation of relaxation. Repeat after me. I am stronger in my heart more than ever before, and so it is. I am the light I am. Namaste. Woo! Thank you, thank you, thank you. YouTube, Facebook, thank you for your likes, your shares, your donations down below. Yoga, living life, loving it to the fullest. Woohoo!